welcome to today's Decay, where we celebrate births and beginnings of everything important since the dawn of time. Today, June 24th, all day. What happened? In 1883, Jean Messinger was born, who was a Cubist painter. But I can't help but feel like maybe there was some futurism in him, because there's like such motion and sense of the future in his work. There's like such movement and like coming out of the Victorian era and embracing speed and machines and everything. I don't know. I think it's really good. Long story short, really good. I might not know about art, but I know what else I like. Manuel Perez Clemente was born today, aka San Julian. That's why we're here in the San Julian section of the apartment. Artist who did all sorts of larger than life, quite literally, illustrations and paintings of mid-century Warren Vampirella type stuff. Eerie, creepy, from soup to nuts. Yeah, love this stuff. The Kenneth Arnold UFO incident occurred today in 1947. This is very interesting because, there's like pop culture UFOs, and the Kenneth Arnold UFO incident was the report of the craft that was witnessed was reported that it skipped along the water like a saucer. Not that it was a flying saucer, but when it was picked up by like the media, it became, he saw a flying saucer. And so like from then on in, this has just became like what we all think is like out there in the universe or here in our skies. But I think this was never even the original report. So isn't that fun to think like how much else in our mythology has been gotten wrong, even from like the very get-go, that like this kind of becomes repeated enough and therefore reality. I guess you could apply that to basically everything. Come to think of it, whether you're talking about modern news stories or beginnings of religion, right? I don't know. What else? Ask the Red Death premiered today in 1964. That's the AIP Roger Corman Vincent Price vehicle. I would love to watch this movie again with modern eyes. I haven't seen it in decades. One thing that always kind of transfixed me was that absolutely wonderful one-sheet poster, like Vincent Price's face with all the like in red with like all the writhing people being tortured on it and stuff. It's actually David J. Skal or Gregory Mank, one of the two, I forget, wrote an Hollywood Cauldron, I think. That actually that artwork, or the concept for that artwork, was borrowed, let's say, from Michael Curtiz's Lionel Atwill Mysteries of the Wax Museum, and that there was, if not original one-sheet art, there was like original newspaper advertisements with Lionel Atwill as like the twisted wax, sculptor, in a very similar way, where his face is made up of like writhing victims. I'd love to see that. I don't think I ever have. I don't know. It's a great movie, but that doesn't matter because on June 24th, it's a Mask of the Red Death Day. What else? Pip Hancock's from the Guanabats. Born today in 1965. I love the Guanabats. This is just like, there's so many pinnacles of psychobilly, and he's right there. Yeah, so, and I'll be right there in Spain very soon. So that'll be fabulous. Hope Sandoval, born today 1966, of Mazzy Star. Is there like a more bittersweet, tragic song than Fading to You? I don't know. Here on today's Decay, we're going to fade into tomorrow, if you come back for more. June 24th. All day from us to you. Till tomorrow.